Okay, we're now live on YouTube. Now I'm going to bring up the paperwork for Javier Aguilar. Okay, can I get Javier Aguilar in front of the camera, please? Uh, Deputy Ramirez. Can we get Aguilar in front of the auxiliary court bench?
Yes.
Okay, there we go. All right, thank you.
Thomas?
Mr. Aguilar, can you raise your right hand for me? Do you swear the testimony you're about to give me will be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Put your hand down. I'm going to share my screen with you. Okay, if we, Alex, if we can't get rid of the background noise, I want to put them separately. Okay, if it's not going to be quiet.
All right, Judge.
All right. Is your name Javier Aguilar?
Xavier Aguilar.
Okay. Are you the same Xavier Aguilar who in this cause number 731-377, who's charged with the offense of cruelty to non-livestock animals? Is that you?
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
This is a Class A misdemeanor. It's possible in your case that you could be punished anywhere from a minimum of 0 days in jail up to 1 year in jail. In addition, there's a fine possible anywhere from $0 to $4,000. Do you understand what you are charged with and what the possible punishment could be in your case, sir?
Yes, sir. Your Honor.
I'm now looking at a document entitled Defendant's Consent to Plea by Video that you've signed and that your lawyer signed. When you signed this document, you told me it was okay to do this by video. We don't have to do it in open court. Is that correct?
Correct, Your Honor.
I'm now looking on my screen at a document entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights, and you have signed it and your attorney has signed it. Did you go over this document with your attorney?
Yes, I did.
Did your attorney explain it to you?
Yes.
And do you understand it?
Yes.
Okay, hold on, let me sign this document. Are you a citizen of this country?
Yes, I am.
I'm now looking on my screen at a document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Right of Appeal, and you have signed this document, so is your attorney. When you signed it, this document, what you did was you told me, Judge, I understand that if my attorney makes a plea bargain agreement for me with the prosecutor, if you follow that plea bargain, I understand I will not have a right to appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
So then, to the offense of cruelty to non-livestock animals, how do you plead?
No
Guilty,
contest.
not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
And you understand that on a plea of no contest, the court can still find you guilty. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has anybody forced you to enter this plea?
No, Your Honor.
Besides the plea bargain that your lawyer got for you, besides that, anyone promised you something in order to get you to enter this plea?
No, Your Honor.
Are you doing this plea of your own free will?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
Is there a plea bargain? Can I ask the state to please recite it if there is?
Yes, Judge, there is a bargain. It is for $0 fine plus court costs, a sentence of 22 days in the Bexar County Jail, credit for time served, time and money to run concurrent, and the state would respectfully request that this judgment is satisfied.
Is that your understanding of the plea bargain in this case, Mr. Darling?
Yes, Your Honor, it is.
Do you agree to this, Mr. Aguilar?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then, Mr. Aguilar, the court, having heard you plead no contest, on that plea, the court finds you guilty. I follow the plea bargain. I sentence you to a $0 fine plus court costs. I sentence you to 22 days in the Bexar County Jail, give you credit for time served, time and money to run concurrent, and the judgment is satisfied. If this is the only case holding you, then you should be released sometime today. Okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
Mr. Darling, thank you. You can be excused.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, it looks like Mr. Thornton is ready, Judge, but Mr. Thornton saying that we're on the paperwork, it says DWI, but we're reducing, I guess it's being reduced, Mr. Thornton, to an obstruction?
Well,
It's being-
there's two offers, Mr. Thornton. I'm not sure which one your client will take. The state will go with either the obstruction or the JSAT, whichever one she prefers.
She wants to take the JSAT.
Okay, we'll do the JSAT for the 50 days then.
Yes.
Okay, now is that still going to be a reduction or not? Mr. Clay?
It says the
I-
plea,
I don't know what the VAC is. I don't know whether there was an accident. I don't know whether she's had any previous alcohol related incidents in another county or something else right now.
Okay.
I can't answer that question. If you give me about 2-3 minutes, I can find out and answer that question.
Well,
Mr.
yeah,
Thornton?
because go ahead, Terry.
No, Mr. Thornton, you chatted me that it's a DWI plea bargain. The paperwork says DWI, but the plea bargain is for obstructing a highway.
Yes, I received an email this morning and when I responded and asked, can we do the JSAT on the obstruction? And then I was responded, yes. So I was under the impression we would be proceeding with the obstruction JSAT. That was our understanding this morning based upon the email.
Okay. Can you forward that email to Mr. Clay, or can you?
Yeah,
There's somebody that
sure.
you can
I sent it.
share that with.
I was the one that sent that, Judge. I hadn't
Oh, that
realized
is
that
I just saw
that
that.
we might be doing it on that. Give me just a second.
Okay. Let me sign something.
And while you're doing that, Judge, I'm gonna do some housekeeping. Mr. Jackson, good morning. Mr. Jackson?
Evidently, Mr. Jackson is not at his station. Let me just signed in and left.
Yeah.
So on Mr. Salazar's case, are we still
Yes.
waiting to find out?
We can go with the obstruction.
Okay. So let me pull up Miss Salazar's case. Excuse me. Let me pull up her paperwork. Okay. Can I get Miss Salazar in front of the auxiliary court bench, please? Can you raise your right hand, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Do you swear the testimony you're about to give me will be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you.
My
Thank you.
pleasure. My
Put
pleasure.
your hand down. And I'm about to share my screen with you.
Sir.
Okay. Do you see the screen?
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
Is your name Teresa Salazar?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you the same Teresa Salazar who in this cause number 673-170, who's
Yes.
charged currently with the offense of driving while intoxicated? Is that you?
Yes, Your Honor. That's-
Is there a motion from the state in this case?
Yes, Judge, the state is going to waive count 1 and proceed on count 2, and we're going to have the judgment as satisfied as a $0 fine, $0 fine plus court costs, a sentence of 50 days to the Bexar County Jail. Credit for
Okay,
time
what-
served.
We haven't gone that far yet,
I'm
Mr.
so
Clay.
sorry.
There's a motion to waive the first count and go on the second count, which is obstruction of a highway.
Yes, sir.
And is that a class B?
Yes, sir. It is.
Okay, so then, Kareen, can you please scratch out the DWI on the paperwork and put obstruction of a highway, and then I'm going to correct this to show that it's a class B on my end. Okay, so then, Ms. Salazar, the state's motion to waive and abandon the DWI charge and proceed just on the obstruction of a highway charge is granted. You're now charged with obstruction of a highway, which is punishable by anywhere from a minimum of 0 days in jail up to 6 months in jail. In addition, there's a fine from $0 to $2,000. You understand what you're charged with now and what the possible punishment could be in your case now?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm looking now at a document on my screen that is entitled Defendant's Consent to Plea by Video that you have signed and that your attorney signed. When you signed this document, you told me it was okay to do this by video. We don't have to do this in open court. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now I'm looking on my screen at a document entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights. You have signed it. Your attorney has signed it. Did you go over this document with your attorney?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did your attorney explain it to you?
Yes, Your Honor.
And do you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, give me a minute. Let me sign this document.
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you a citizen of this country?
Yes, Your Honor, I am.
I'm now looking at a document on my screen entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Right of Appeal. You have signed it and your attorney signed it. When you signed this document, what you did was you told me, Judge, I understand that if my attorney makes a plea bargain agreement for me with the prosecutor, if you follow that plea bargain, I understand I will not have a right to appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
So then, to the offense of obstruction of a highway, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
I'm guilty.
Has anybody forced you to enter this plea?
No, Your Honor.
Besides the plea bargain that your lawyer got for you, has anyone promised you anything in
No.
order to get you to do this?
No, Your Honor.
Are you entering your plea of your own free will?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is there a plea bargain? Can I ask the state to please recite it? There is.
Yes, Judge, the agreement is for a $0 fine plus court costs, a sentence of 50 days in the Bexar County Jail, credit for time served, time and money to unconcurrent, and the state would respectfully request this judgment be satisfied.
Is that your understanding of the plea bargain in this case, Mr. Thornton?
It is.
Do you agree to this, Ms. Salazar?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then Ms. Salazar, the court having heard you plead no contest, on that plea, the court finds you guilty. I follow the plea bargain. I sentence you to a $0 fine plus court costs. I sentence you to 50 days in the Bexar County Jail, give you credit for time served, time and money to run concurrent, and the judgment is satisfied. If this is the only case holding you,
Mhm.
then you should be released sometime today, ma'am. Okay?
Thank you, Your Honor, and it was
Good luck to you.
my pleasure having you in court.
Mine too, ma'am. Good luck to you. Take care.
My pleasure.
And Mr. Thornton, you can be excused. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good weekend.
Right. Oh, there's Mr. Jackson. All right. Can you hear me, Mr. Jackson?
I would like some, but don't. You're good.
Good.
There you go. Oh, you were just mixing up.
Yes, sorry, I was on
Ah,
the
there you
other
are.
screen.
There you are. All right. You have Angel Vanegas this morning. You got
Yes.
an offer?
I don't, I
Okay.
assume I know what it would be, but
Let's see. Hal, you want to just chat him while we get this plea done? Mr. Ramos, are you ready on you?
Brandon,
Yes, ma'am.
53 days. JSOT,
Well, you put your paperwork, right?
did Jay said how?
53 days.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah,
You got it? Okay. Mr. Jackson,
I
I'm gonna
just
put
touch
you in, I'm gonna put you in
Okay.
with your client. All right, Judge. Go ahead on Mr. Ramos. He's got Antonio Arredondo.
Yeah. come on.
Antonio Arredondo, 1 minute.
Yeah, we're gonna do it. Right.
Okay, page 1. Let me see. Hold on.
They're right here. Right. In the middle.
Okay.
Judge, before we get with Mr. Arredondo, may I please confer with Mr. Ramos?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Okay,
Go to room 6.
yes, sir.
I'll put Mr. Ramos in 6. Hold on. I think Terry stepped away.
Okay. Thank you, Alex.
Yes, yes, sir.
You see, that's why we're gonna miss you when you go, man.
Ay, sí, hombre.
Jeez, who's gonna replace you? You're irreplaceable.
Oh, thank you,
Ah.
Judge. Thank you. And FYI, Arredondo's a probation case.
Okay. Doesn't say that on my docket. Thank you for letting me know. So it's gonna be an
Well,
MTR?
No, he's gonna be a probation.
Oh, he's gonna be pleading to
He's gonna be
probation.
placed on
Okay.
probation. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay, so then, are we ready to?
So Ramirez,
um,
can you hold Arredondo after the plea, please?
Yes.
Muchas gracias, señor. Muy amable.
Okay, Mr. Ramos and Mr. Clay are back from conferring.
Yes, sir. This will be a probation case.
Okay, so Mr. Arredondo,
Yes, sir.
can you raise your right hand for me? Do you swear the testimony you're about to give me will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do, Your Honor.
Put your hand down. Let me find my cursor. Okay, let me see. Bring your paperwork up.
Okay, you want to send them out over here, please?
Okay, Mr. Arredondo, I'm about to share my screen with you.
Yes, sir.
Do you see my screen, sir?
Yes, sir. I see you.
Is your name Antonio Arredondo?
Yes, sir. Yes, Your
Are you
Honor.
the same Antonio Arredondo who in this cause number 731-447, who is charged with the offense of driving while intoxicated as a second offense? Is that you?
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
If in this case it's possible that you can be punished anywhere from a minimum of 30 days in jail up to 1 year in jail. In addition, there's a fine possible anywhere from $0 to $4,000. Do you understand what you are charged with and
Yes,
what the
sir.
possible punishment could be in your case?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm looking now at a document entitled Defendant's Consent to Plea by Video. You have signed it, and so is your attorney. When you signed this document, what you did was you told me that it was okay to do this by video. We don't have to do this in open court. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm now looking at a document entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights. And you have signed it, and your attorney has signed it. Did you go over this document with your attorney?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did your attorney explain this document to you?
Yes, Your Honor.
And do you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, hold on. Let me sign this document.
Yes, sir.
Are you a citizen of this country?
Yes, sir.
I'm now looking on my screen at a document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Right of Appeal. You have signed it, and your attorney has signed it.
Yes,
When
sir.
you signed this document, what you did was you told me, Judge, I understand that if my attorney makes a plea bargain for me with the prosecutor, if you follow that plea bargain, I understand I will not have a right to appeal. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
So then, to the offense of driving while intoxicated as a second offense, how do you plead, sir? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest, Your Honor.
And do you understand that on a plea of no contest, the court can still find you guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
Hold on a minute.
Hey, you got any trustees? They got a shitload of stuff of trash up here by LS.
Has anybody forced you to enter this plea?
No, Your Honor.
Besides the plea bargain that your lawyer got for you, besides that, anyone promised you anything in order to get you to enter this plea?
No, Your Honor.
Are you doing this plea of your own free will?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is there a plea bargain? Can I ask the state to please recite it if there is?
Yes, Judge. The agreement is for a $500 fine plus court costs, 1 year over 15 months probation, 80 hours of community service, ignition interlock for half that term, a DWI intervention class, a VIP live class.
Hold on. DWI intervention plus VIP. Okay.
Right. Mhm. The TAP evaluation follow recommendations, 180 days Texas driver's license suspension, 72 hours Bear County Jail, give him credit for 4 days.
Okay.
And the state would respectfully request that this judgment be satisfied. I'm sorry.
Well, no, it won't be satisfied because it's on
Because it's
probation.
gotta do these. Yes, sir.
Okay. Is that your understanding of the plea bargain, Mr. Ramos?
Yes, sir.
And do you agree to this, Mr. Arredondo?
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
Then, Mr. Arredondo, the court having heard you plead no contest, on that plea, the court finds you guilty. I follow the plea bargain. I sentence you to a $500 fine plus court costs. I sentence you to 365 days. Oh, well, let me get that. 365 days probated for 15 months. I make it a conditional probation. You do 88 hours of community service.
Judge, I believe it was 8-0, Judge.
Oh, it's 80? I'm
Yes,
sorry.
sir.
Thought
My
I heard
apologies.
you say 88. Okay. I'm going to order as a condition of probation that you do ignition interlock for half the term. I'm ordering DWI education, DIP. I'm looking for that on my screen.
Your Honor, it
DIP.
was DWI intervention,
Oh,
not education.
I'm sorry. Then where's DWI intervention then? I'm looking
It
for
should
that.
have an I by it. I'm trying to look at your screen. Do that dip live. Go ahead and click that dip live. You just
Okay.
Okay, and then let's see, where is DWI intervention?
It's at the very, it's next to miscellaneous.
Miscellaneous.
You see it just a little
Oh,
bit
I
below.
see it.
Oh,
Go
I see it.
ahead.
Yeah,
There you
just
go.
very small.
Wow.
Okay.
Yes, I
DWI
know.
intervention.
Thank you.
Thank you. And then DIP and then TAP evaluation. Follow all its recommendations. On this, I'm going to type in here into miscellaneous 72 hours.
Why did someone say hurry up?
Jail. Credit for time served.
Then the DL suspension, Your Honor, on the upper right
Yeah,
hand.
hold on a minute though. Let me do the make sure I want to make sure it doesn't get credit for time served. And then I'm going to type in parentheses satisfied, right?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, and then the other thing that had to be done was what, Mr. Clay?
Sir, ask me that again.
There was one other matter I needed to type in. You were about ready to correct me on.
The driver's license.
Oh,
Driver's
DW
license.
Your Honor.
driver's license suspension
Yes, sir.
ordered, and that's going to be for
180 days.
180 days. Okay, so supervisory fee, can you put at the minimum on this, Alex? Whatever the court does is for a minimum.
Yes,
Please.
sir. Yes, sir.
Do I need to?
And
I don't
for
need-
clarification, Your Honor, may we ask Mr. Arredondo, does he own a vehicle?
I don't know. I don't own a vehicle at the time.
Okay, so may we make that correction, Your Honor, and order the device, if that's okay with Mr. Clay and
Is that Pam that we order instead?
yes,
Okay.
that way we can spare the officer of having to notify.
Yeah. And on DWI, instead of DWI Live, there's victim impact panel over here, way in the bottom of other fees. Is that what I should be doing instead of DIP Live?
No, leave it on DIP Live, Your Honor, because I believe the state requested the live version.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Now, is there anything else holding your client in this case?
No, sir.
If there's nothing else holding you, sir, then you should be released sometime today. Now, you still have to talk to the probation officer, so don't tell the deputies that you have to talk to the probation officer in a little bit, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Good luck.
Good. Thank you.
And you can be excused, Mr. Ramos. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Go back to the same computer. Yeah. Same where you were at.
Okay, so then that's done. So I think the only one we have left is Angel Villegas. And I don't see any paperwork on him yet. So he's still conferring with his attorney, Mr. Jackson.
Right, Judge. And everybody's here for the bonds.
Okay.
If you want to go over the dockets with Maria, it's up to you,
Right.
Judge.
I would like to. Yes, Maria, are you here?
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. I'm here.
Good morning, Maria. I'm glad to see that the computers are working this morning. When I came
Yes.
in, there were no cases on the screen. I thought, oh no. All right. Starting on the misdemeanor dockets.
Okay.
I have number 1 as being there. Is that right?
Correct.
Number 2 bonded out.
Correct.
Judge, let's go back to number 1, Judge. Number
Uh-huh.
1 on the misdemeanor, he's in booking, Judge. they're having, people in booking for 5 days, 4 days. Can we still do it? Even though the body isn't here, Judge, is that fine?
Well, I'm being told, oh, I'm sorry. Can we?
Judge, so
Yes.
if I may, Judge, so the issue is, they're still in plain clothes, so we can't bring them from the booking area to over here to the secured side.
Okay. So that the answer is no, reset.
Well, we
Okay.
would like you to do it, Judge. You don't want to do it without the body?
I want to have the body. I'd like to have the body if I can. So let's just
All right, Judge.
reset it. I'm here next week, so it's not like I'm dumping on another judge. I'm just adding one more case on my own docket.
Okay, Judge.
Okay. All right. Number 2 is bonded out. Number 3 is not handled. Number 4 should he be there?
Number 4, number 5 should be there, Judge.
5 not handled. I'm sorry. Number 6 is not handled.
Correct,
Number 7 bonded out.
correct.
Number 8 should be there.
It
Correct.
could be the same issue, Judge.
He's in booking.
He's in booking in plain clothes.
Okay. And there's no way we can get him out of booking, right?
Well, we can't bring him up here like that, but that's why I think Terry's asking you if we can do it without the person being here. I understand your situation, but we can't bring him up. If he gets.
No, I don't feel comfortable doing it, without the body being there.
Yes, sir. Okay.
I have
Okay.
a question. Judge,
Yes.
we see that when we get the docket, we see that they're in booking. Would you rather us just not?
Please
it-
don't put them on anymore.
Okay.
If they're
All right.
booking.
All right,
Okay.
I'll let everybody know. Thank you.
Okay. So I'm writing on 8. I'm writing booking
The reset, okay.
reset. Okay. Number 9 bonded out. Number 10.
Should be there,
Number 11 bonded out. Number 12.
should be there,
13 bonded out. Number 14.
should be there.
15 is on an ice hold. 16 not handled. 17 bonded out. 18 not handled. 19, I mean,
Should be there.
18 bonded out
Mhm.
or not handled. I'm not sure which one it is. 19,
It should be there.
20,
Judge number 19, Judge, he's in a mental unit. He's got competency issues. He's not coherent to come to
okay,
court today,
so I'm gonna
Judge.
put medical. That's
Okay,
okay then.
Medical.
I'll see if we can refer him to pick you.
Okay,
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
20 should be there.
20 should, no, 20 bonded out.
20 bonded out. 21 bonded out. 22 not handled. 23 reset. 24.
24 and 25 should be there.
Okay, so that takes care of the misdemeanors. What about the felonies then?
Okay,
1 not handled, 2 on bond, 3 not handled, 4 not handled. What about 5?
5 should be there.
6 non bond. What about 7?
7 should be there.
8 not handled. What about 9?
9 should be there.
10 released on bond. 11
11 bonded out.
bonded out. And 12,
12 and 13 should be there.
I only have a 12. I don't have a 13 in my docket.
And number 12 is in quarantine, Judge. He's not coming.
So 12 is in quarantine, so we're not doing 12.
Okay,
Correct, Judge.
Okay, but who is 13 then? Because I don't have a 13 printed out.
Giovanni,
Pardon me,
Judge,
what's the-
Judge, I'm sorry, we're not gonna have that body. All we have is number 12. Is the last one.
You don't have 13?
No, sir, negative.
Okay, well, we're not doing 13 then.
okay, so number 12 is in quarantine,
Yes, sir.
Correct.
and then number 13 is review.
Not on the docket.
We never,
Not on the
he wasn't on our list.
Okay,
Okay. All right. So then that being done, are we ready on the other case that we're waiting on the plea?
Yes, yes. Mr. Jackson is here, Judge. On
Okay.
Angel
hold on.
Venegas.
Angel Villegas. Hold on.
Vegas.
Let me find that paperwork on my screen. Okay. So then, can I get Mr. Villegas? That's Mr. Villegas right there. Mr. Villegas, can you raise your right hand for me, sir? Have you raised your right hand, sir? I can't tell.
Yeah.
All right. Do you swear the testimony you're about to give me will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yeah.
Thank you. Put your hand down. I'm about to share my screen with you. All right. Do you see my screen?
Yeah.
Is your name Angel Villegas?
Yeah.
Is your name Angel Villegas?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are you the same Angel Villegas who in this cause number 732380, who's charged with the offense of criminal trespass of property? Is that you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. For this offense, it's possible that you could be punished anywhere from a minimum of 0 days in jail up to 6 months in jail. In addition, there's a fine possible anywhere from $0 to $2,000. Do you understand what you're charged with and what the possible punishment could be in your case? Sir, do you understand what you are charged with and what the possible punishment could be in your case?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm looking now at a document entitled Defendant's Consent to Plea by Video. And you have signed it and your attorney signed it. When you signed this document, you told me that it was okay to do this by video. We don't have to do it in open court. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. I need you to speak up a little louder for me, all right? I'm looking now at a document entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights. And you have signed it and your attorney has signed it. Did you go over this document with your attorney? Did you go over this document with your attorney?
Yes.
And did your attorney explain this document to you?
Yes.
And do you understand it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then let me sign this document. Give me 1 minute. Are you a citizen of this country?
Yes.
I'm now looking at a document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Right of Appeal. You have signed it and your attorney signed it. When you signed this document, what you did was you told me, Judge, I understand that if my attorney makes a plea bargain agreement for me with the prosecutor, if you follow that plea bargain, I understand I will not have a right to appeal. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes.
So then, to the offense of criminal trespass, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? And let me do that again. How do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Okay. And do you understand that on a plea of no contest, the court can still find you guilty? Do you understand that, sir?
Oh, yeah.
Has anybody forced you to enter this plea?
No.
Besides the plea bargain that your lawyer got for you, besides that, has anyone promised you something in order to get you to enter this plea?
No.
Are you doing this plea of your own free will?
Yeah.
Is there a plea bargain? Can I ask the state to please recite it?
Yes, Judge. It is a $0 fine plus court costs, a sentence of 53 days in the Bexar County Jail, credit for time served, time and money to run concurrent, and the state would request this judgment be satisfied.
Is that your understanding of the plea bargain in this case, Mr. Jackson?
That is, Judge.
Do you agree to this, Mr. Villegas? I can't hear you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then, Mr. Villegas, the court, having heard your plea of no contest, let me find my cursor. One minute. Where is my cursor? Oh, there it is. The court having heard your plea of no contest, on that plea, the court finds you guilty. I follow the plea bargain. I sent you to a $0 fine plus court costs. I sentenced you to 53 days in the Bexar County Jail. Give you credit for time served, time and money run concurrent, and the judgment is satisfied. Is this the only case holding your client, Mr. Jackson?
Yes, Judge, I believe so.
If this is the only case holding you, sir, then you should be released sometime today. Okay? Good luck to you. And Mr. Jackson, thank you. You can be excused.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Okay, so that takes care of the regular plea docket. Am I correct about that?
Yes.
Turn off YouTube, Judge.
Oh, turn off YouTube, the magic words.